Hey everybody, it's Nick here, and I've got a bit to talk about. So let's get started. I picked up a few things recently, and they're CDs. One of them technically is video game related, but yeah. So I last week I played through while I was sick. I was playing through Grand Theft Auto Vice City because our internet's been having problems. Fortunately, right now it's good. So I beat that for like the third freaking time. I installed it on my last computer, and I have the same hard drive, but for some reason I couldn't load the game, so I just started all over again, which sucked. Anyways, so I sorry, I'm talking to someone on Facebook. So yeah, I had a cold. I'm better now, so that's great. So the pool of ratings videos are going to continue. I just had to figure out what's going on, why the capture software's not working. Maybe I can decrease the frame rate because that game doesn't really demand a huge frame rate. So yeah, I was playing through that, and I heard a song on there that I'd heard on there before, but for some reason this time it was so freaking appealing to me. So I had to buy the CD. I had to run downtown Seattle through all the traffic just to get a CD for $4, and that is the Human League. And this song has, keep feeling fascination, and I love it so much that I actually want to cover it, and I'm actually working on a transcription of the song. So that's awesome. I don't know if I told people this before, but I transcribed the entire freeform piano solo from. You know what? I'll get to that in a minute. In fact, I'll talk about that now. Well, I got this in the mail. I've been kind of getting Japanese import CDs. I'm not collecting them, but I do get them because I will actually listen to them. But I got Transit Authority, and but yeah, it's a Japanese import. It comes with the Japanese ones always come with these little like things that go around there, and back here like the English and Japanese titles, and then you also get a translation of the lyrics, which are pretty cool. Japanese translation of the lyrics, that's awesome. Um, I think I showed people this, this Japanese copy of Hot Streets I got. This was $35. The Japanese Chicago one was like 20. The funny thing is, Genji Ito actually told me, he's like, yeah, in Japan we actually usually buy the American CDs because they're cheaper. I didn't know that. So you might you might say, like, well, why are the Japanese ones so expensive besides, the main imports? Well, they're also remastered differently. They actually sound a lot better than the US CDs. Take it from me because that's why I buy them too, because I don't get them just to, collect them. I get them because I like the sound quality. And if I'm trying to transcribe a song, it's usually easier. Um, it's like in question 67 and 68, which is transcribed in this very book. I can hear some clear errors that they didn't do in these books. Now, overall, these books are really good. I mean, I recommend them. I mean, not that I usually recommend stuff from Hal Leonard because you know I'm not on good terms with them. But I mean, the only huge problem I have with these books is there's no guitar or bass tablature, which is really stupid. But other than that, they're actually pretty good. I mean, if you want to play Chicago songs, that's good. The only problem is you better have a good memory because they have like every like note and stuff. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, that's what I want to talk about though. Um well how yeah okay. I transcribed the piano solo from Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is because this book right here, this is the second volume, was supposed to have it, or at least look what it says. Let's see, complete scores with note for note transcriptions of all parts. Now, one here's another thing too. In the credits here, there's a guy credited for percussion, but the only song that has a percussion transcription is "Call on Me." And you might say, well, maybe they just meant drums, not like, percussion. But no, there's a guy, Scott Treadle's the percussion or the drum transcriber. Chuck Silverman, don't know him though, but he did percussion transcription. So, I did send Hal Leonard a message like, what the heck, what gives? And they're like, oh, we'll look into this, we'll tell our editorial team. And it's like, no, you won't. You're just saying that to pacify me. You know, I don't know. It's like false advertising, and that's why I'm such bad terms with Hal Leonard, because I reported them to the Attorney General, because it's like, well, what is this crap? I get these books so I can get full transcriptions of the parts, and they're not full transcriptions of the parts like they promised. So, but unfortunately, Hal Leonard got away with it. I don't know. And I think I showed people this too. I got this piano vocal book for Hot Streets, which is awesome. And that's another thing. As a guitarist, I was considering getting lessons, and then it's like I heard Terry Kath's playing, and it's like because he's self-taught. It's like I'm not too far behind him. I think I could, I think with enough practice, I can do the same stuff as him. So let me show you guys something really cool I got in the mail. Jeez, everything's falling. Okay. Okay. So I got a hold of Kenny Cetera, the brother of Peter Cetera, former bassist of Chicago, and I paid him, and he sent me this really cool shirt for his band, the Kenny Cetera Chicago Experience. That's his band name. It was $27 total, but it was like a 2-day shipping thing, so it was pretty cool. But that wasn't it though. He gave me this little ticket too with his autograph on it. That's pretty cool. So as you could probably guess, he's in a Chicago tribute band. Now, okay, last thing, and it's gonna lead me to my next thing. So I want to talk about the LJN Defender. Anyways, so I got this CD for him, The Ride. It's a Christian CD. Now, why did I get this? I mean, I've told you guys time and time again I'm a Christian, but that's not why I bought it. That's not exactly the reason. I bought it because one of the songs in this CD was actually used in an unlicensed NES game. A very specific unlicensed NES game made by Color Dreams that was a ripoff of a small-known game called Menace Beach. And yes, and that's what I'm talking about. Because the song The Ride of Life, I believe, on this album, was actually, they made the karaoke version of it on that cartridge. So, I heard the actual version though, and it's like, oh my god. And this CD, even though the case is like in really crappy condition, it was only $2, and the CD looks good, so I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so yeah, the LJN Defender. Do I have any beef against them? No. Don't worry. I came across this. I mean, I'd seen like advertisements for its videos a long time ago, and I never really bothered to check it out. Then I started watching him, and it was really cool. Now that wasn't just it, though. I got to talk to him. He was such a freaking great guy, and this was the cherry, or the cherry on the ice cream. What was awesome is he uses the Video Game Music Preservation Foundation wiki as his source. And that's awesome because I am one of the main editors of the site. Now, I told him, of course, I can't take full credit for that. My friend Dean Tersini, or Tersigni, I think. I unfortunately, I'm too stupid to not know how to pronounce his last name, but he's actually the founder of the site. Now, if the name sounds familiar, yes, because he's the one who designed the hack for Castlevania 2. I can't remember the name of it, but the AVGN looked at it. And, it's the one where you can skip the day to night transitions, or they're a lot faster, and there's a lot of other stuff fixed that was wrong with Simon's Quest. So, yes, the same guy who made that is the same guy who founded the VGMPF wiki. And also, the Wii guy is also a guy who's used the site as a source, which is awesome. I mean, it's such an honor that the site is getting a lot of recognition now. And, it's cool that I've got to meet Wii Guy a couple times. He's such, again, he's such a great guy. And, I remember telling him the first time, when I saw him, it's like, man, I'm sorry if I'm, creeping you out, because I know I'm kind of weird, because, I look up to you, and I'm probably just an annoyance. And he's like, no, dude, you're okay. And it's like, it's like, are you sure? Because I know I'm a little, crazy sometimes. But he was an awesome guy. But yes, the LJN Defender guy, he was awesome too. There's only like little tiny problems I have with this videos, and that's about it. I mean, I freaking love that he talks about the people behind the music for those games. Nobody does that. They just say, oh, the music's good or the music's crap. They don't talk about the people behind it, and I think that's really important. As a video game music net, it's important to me. Oh my gosh, but he does. He talks about that stuff, and I just love that. But the only really huge thing I noticed, like, I watched his, like, WrestleMania review, and he was talking about King of the Ring, and he was saying, how bad the music was, and well, I like it because I'm a guy who likes crappy video game music, but he said, shame on you, Scott Marshall. Well, that's the thing. Scott Marshall only did the title screen music. All the rest of the music in the game was adapted. I mean, they're the wrestler themes, I believe, but they were done by Nick Eastridge, who was a programmer. He wasn't a composer, yet he worked on music and sound design for NES games. And that's why it sounds so bad, because he didn't know. Now, I remember a long time ago, I actually called Nick Eastridge on the phone. Like, I had to keep calling him, like each day before he finally answered one day, and I was like, "Oh, do you do music for games?" "No." "Oh, okay, bye." Well, I think he meant that, he didn't actually compose music, because I think that's what I asked him, if he composed music. So, yeah, I mean, it was... Yeah. Now, our band. Yeah, an update on our band. Now, the CD is getting closer to being released, so that's awesome. We got it mastered, which is awesome, which means we start putting our work up online and getting more gigs and stuff. But that's not all. We've also moved into a little enclosed house on the singer's property, and we have to pitch in for rent there. And of course, I don't have a job now. I sent an application out for Pepsi because they have like merchandising people, people who stock the Coke on the shelves. I thought the people who worked at the stores did that, so that was kind of interesting to see that the people who actually work for Pepsi and stuff did that. So I'm hoping to get the job. The only thing is it's full time, so I mean, I have an idea on what that means. I just don't know exactly what that means, but I do hope I get it. I mean, $16 an hour is pretty good. I'm sure I could do the job. It's just just finding time to be in the band is what's probably be a problem. So I am sending out applications to other places, and I didn't want to worry anyone on Facebook about what I said. Oh, I don't feel like there's a reason to go on living and stuff. I mean, that's just the thing, I do get depressed for a little bit, but after a few days, I'm back on my feet, But it is depressing when you've applied for several jobs and you just keep getting turned away from them. So, okay, I think I talked about everything. But I want to go jam, I want to go play some music, some Chicago. And I am going to upload some Chicago covers. I want Kenny Cetera to hear some of my better covers, Again, I'm a baritone, so most of the Chicago stuff I sing has to be, I have to do a octave lower, which sounds like crap. But of course, this song, Keep Feeling Fascination, it's, the lead singer is, a baritone. So, and so the conversation turned until the night or till the sun went down. So hopefully I could do that right. Now, I was talking about Vice City. I mean, if I can get my computer to work with it, or maybe when I get the new motherboard in, which has a faster processor, I actually wouldn't mind doing a Let's Play of this. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Same with Grand Theft Auto 3. I wouldn't mind doing it. And San Andreas. San Andreas is my favorite. My absolute favorite. For me, it's San Andreas, then Grand Theft Auto 3, and then Vice City. And that's not to say I don't like Vice City. I love Vice City. It's just, the third one was, the first 3D one, and that's what started it all. And San Andreas is my favorite because, it has all the, it has just, you can do more than you can in Vice City. Ugh. It's weird, I'm not even tired. But, okay. I'll see you guys later, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. And, thank you guys for all the support. Probably forgot to talk about a few things. But, I'll get to it when I get to it. Do have a video I took on my phone yesterday. I'll probably upload. I don't know. So see you guys later. Peace out. God bless and have a good one.